Alright, hey guys, this is a review and demo of this Plush Royal 1060S. So, most of the Plush amps were covered in tuck and roll stuff, kind of like the old customs were. This one was Retoolexed, I don't know when. It was a pretty good job done to it, but I would have rather had the Plush stuff going on. But Plush made some huge amps back then. This was like during the 60s and 70s. Most of their lineup consisted of clones of either Fenders or PVs, kind of like, Earth Sound Research and some of those other companies going on around that time. Most of their heads were literally just a blackface twin in a head. And it is so great that you can get a blackface twin in a head for like $300. So many people don't know how cool these amps are. They're freaking amazing. Just, they're awesome. This one in particular is especially cool because it is the preamp circuit from a blackface bassman with 100 watts of tube power. So you get a lot more power than you typically would get in most other bassmans, and this is actually at volume where you could potentially use it for small gigs, which you cannot do for those old 50 watt, 40 watt bassmans. It's really cool, but I'm going to be doing the guitar demo for this today. I'll do the bass demo later, because right now I only have a guitar cab and it does not like the sound of my bass going through it. But something really cool about this amp, you can jumper the channels. So I'm running into the normal channel, and I have it jumpered between the Royal and the Plus input. I could have it jumpered between that, but oh well. Anyway, so I have this running through my Torpedo Captor 8. What's really cool about this amp is it draws so much power that you can feel the lights flicker when you turn it on. I have these channels jumpered for now, all. But I'm going to run through the bass input first. But this is a lot warmer of channel. You can still get that classic Fender tone when you drop back the bass and drop back in the middle and boost the treble. This channel has a bit of crunch to it, and part of that is my fault because I substituted in a 12AX7 instead of a 12AT7, which is supposed to go on this channel, so it's a bit feistier than normal. And also, the Torpedo Captor introduces a slight level of distortion into this. This one right here has the depth switch right here. It makes a pretty big pop when you switch it for the first time. But I don't know what that is. I think it's just voltage being caught up in there, but... Also, I have really hot guitar pickups for this one. But the depth switch, weirdly enough, functions so that the up position is bright, and the down position adds some depth, which I'm not sure why that is. But let's leave everything at noon. I guess I'll just play it for a little while. it's a lot dirtier than this next channel. And what I'm going to do with this next channel is, again, leave everything at noon. And this is kind of a little bit not like it should be, because again, I substituted a 12AX7 in the preamp, and these pickups are really hot, so it's kind of, really pushing that gain. But let's just go for all out Fender tone. We'll drop the bass a little, we'll drop that, we'll turn on the bright switch. It's got that gorgeous Fender sparkle. But let's just leave all these at mid right here. Actually, what I want to do is I want to max out all of these and just see how it sounds. It is very loud. Again, this is a 100-watt amp. It is louder than you would expect for a 100-watt amp. I play 100-watt amps. This is louder than most of those. And most of that is due to the fact that this has two of the most oversized transformers you will ever see in there. It is just unbelievably big. And that affects definitely the headroom of the amp. And this thing is all headroom. Now I'm going to do the scariest thing you can do with this amp and start cranking it. I'm going to turn both these channels down. You still get a little bit of sound out of there, it's not much. But I'm going to turn the depth off and the bright off. And now what we're going to do is I'm just going to crank one of these channels up. And now, don't do this without an attenuator, it'll blow your head off. You can feel everything start to shake it around there. Sound. We'll turn the depth off real quick. But this is such a Doom amp. It is just incredible. And we're going to keep turning. Let's turn it up to about 8. So right at about 3 on the volume, it starts distorting. This is great. This is just amazing. 3 on the volume, anyway, is literally torture. It's hard being in the same room as this. And again, a lot of this volume is coming, a lot of the distortion is coming from those torpedo capture racks, because it's not a very good attenuator, and attenuators do that. But we're just going to turn it all the way up. now let's start doing this with the normal channel. That distorts a lot earlier, and we get more of that treble breakup. We'll turn it up to about 5 again. We're getting that massive breakup again, and let's just turn it up to 8 now. And now all the way up. And now for the piece de resistance, we're going to turn them both all the way up and just see how the jumper channels interact. So good. I think that's about enough for today. It is such an unbelievably good amp. I just freaking love it. I mean, who doesn't like the Blackface Bassman? And then who doesn't like the Blackface Bassman but turned up to 100 watts? In my opinion, it is kind of... Well, I don't want to say this really. In my opinion, even unplugged, it gets you such a good stoner doom sound. I'm going to go with saying this might be And this may seem a little bit sacrilegious saying that I've had a beta lead around for a while. I think this may be the best stoner Doom amp I've ever had. And you can use with bass, which I'll get to eventually. But for guitar alone, it gets to such ridiculous volumes, and the distortion is so good, and you can jump the channels, and it'll take pedals. It's so good. And you can get one for $300. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, this is just so unbelievably good. I'm just grinning ear to ear right now. Freaking get one. They're amazing. Thank y'all for watching.